Hello and welcome. I'm so glad to have you all here. So I'm kneeling right now because then I want to be able to stand up to show you some of the things that I'm going to share with you today about eliminating the mommy pooch, if that's what you want to call it. Or maybe you suffer from something called diastasis recti. Maybe you don't even know what that is. Maybe your doctor told you had that and that, now you need to have surgery or it will never get fixed. So anyways, I'm going to kind of go over some of those things really briefly and just share with you the information that I feel is really lacking for our postnatal population out there. And I have 2 live streams going on because I am recording this for those of you that can't hop on, or if you would like a recording, if you sent me your email and was interested in hopping on this, I will send everybody a copy of the recording. So don't feel if you are going to miss this or whatever, I'm going to get that to you. So the first thing I want to share with you is a lot of times what happens to your body when you have a baby is your stomach will expand, okay? It expands and makes room for your baby. It has to grow. And that is the beauty of being a woman, being a female, and having that gift is we grow humans. That's what we do. That's what God called us to do, right? If he's calling you to that. So the funny thing is when people talk about like your core, a lot of times people might just think like crunches, like those kinds of things. But what happens, I'm going to stand up here. I have my shirt off for you. So this is my belly. This is what it is. So there's like a set of muscles here, and those are like your basic muscles, but your entire core unit is like, it wraps. It's like a corset, right? Okay. So when anyone becomes pregnant, I want to make sure my other live stream is getting this too. You will have a separation. It is bound to happen for anyone and for everyone because your belly needs to expand for the baby. So there will be a separation right down the middle. That is normal. However, some people, if you're carrying like multiples, like twins or triplets or anything like that, or maybe you just have like a big baby, that could stretch more. So that is what people call a diastasis recti, is that separation in the abdominal wall. However, it's beyond, if they call it a DR, it goes beyond what that natural separation is. And if you're not engaging your core correctly, then it can become a problem. And what happens is this line right here will become so separated, which again will lead your muscles to kind of just hang there loosely, which will result in the quote unquote, the mommy pooch. So your muscles just are not engaging. They're not firing. They don't know how to go back and support your core. So that's kind of why they kind of just hang there and you have like this pooch. So that's really all it is, short and sweet. But what's happening is when women are pregnant and when they're postnatal, they think, okay, I want to get my abs back. So they start doing crunches and they can actually make it worse. So the first thing that a lot of people do, something that I was not doing correctly, so I'm not saying this is for you, but I'm just a lot of women don't know how to do this, and even just a lot of people in general. So because we say all the time, our breathing is not the way it's supposed to be. So we have our breathing and we should breathe in our diaphragm, okay? A lot of us are chest breathers. So the first step to eliminating that mommy pooch is to literally learning how to breathe again through your diaphragm. And you guys, you might be thinking, this is not what I wanted. Like, this is not going to eliminate it. If you start here and practice it every day, you will see change over time, okay? It's just one of those things, depending how many years postpartum you are or how many babies you've had and how much of a separation you have, you really just need to start small and do it every single day, okay? So the breath, you just want to come from your belly, okay? So literally this is just breathing, and this is natural, and this is what you should be focusing on first and foremost is breathing through your diaphragm, because it's just going to reconnect all of that tissue there. Okay. So I'm just going to show you like what a natural breath should look like. So literally you can put your hands there and you can feel it, but that should just be what a natural breath is. Just breathing in and out. Okay. So the next thing is, and I go into more detail in my ebook, which feel free to grab that. But I'm not going to go into that detail here because we don't really have enough time with it. But if you are pregnant or if you're postpartum, they have something called like the belly pump. Might be something that you hear it called. And I know the training that I took, Fit for Birth, kind of coined that term, but there's some, the Bloom method is a really great, Brooke Cates, she's awesome, and someone to follow if you are looking for even more information on that. And she has some programs, like if you have to heal like a large gap, definitely hit her up. What's the other girl's name? Sarah, I think it's like Sarah Leahy or Sarah, it starts with an L. But she's another one. She's based out of California. I think Brooke Cates, she has the Bloom method, which is in Colorado. And then there's another one, Erica Zeal is another one. They have like specific programs for healing diastasis. So if you really are struggling with that, go look at them and look at their programming. Okay. So anyways, the belly pump is something that you can do during pregnancy and beyond. You should honestly be doing it, even prepping if you're not pregnant yet and you want to. So that is more of an engaged breathing, rhythmic breathing. So as you saw in the diaphragmatic breath, that's basically just breathing. But when you do a belly pump, you're really engaging those inner core muscles, like your TVA and everything. And you're really wrapping like your whole core set. So that is like a more focused breath, like connecting your core. So that's the other thing that you should be doing to try to heal that gap in between. And literally it's more like, I can explain it, but it's really more of a feeling. So to get started, and I'm going to sit down to show you guys because it's easier than me, or maybe I'll just stand up. It's easier than me like laying on the floor and showing you, but you can lay on the floor to do this, like whatever you're more comfortable with. So to engage the deep core, what you want to do, and this activates your pelvic floor. So it's like that one fluid movement. Okay. So your pelvic floor is down here. And again, I go into greater detail in the ebook on that. But when you breathe, so when you breathe in, you should relax everything. And then when you exhale, sorry, I had to get in the thinking of my breath. So you inhale and you relax. Then you exhale. When you exhale, you bring up your pelvic floor and you wrap, and you can put your hands here, you guys, and I'm standing to the side so you can see, to make that tight core connection. So you literally just, and you just want to bring everything together. And what you're trying to do, you can put your hands here, is when you exhale, you're bringing everything in your core set, you're wrapping, right? You want to put your hands here and like literally just, you just want to push everything together, because what's happening is that when the baby came out, those muscles are separated. You want to reconnect them. And the only way to do that is to literally force them to connect and work on your breathing, okay? And again, that's going to come from your breathing through your diaphragm, not your chest, okay? And you just want to keep practicing that. And literally, it's that one fluid moment. So as you exhale, you relax, and then you inhale and you bring everything in and you wrap. So you lift your pelvic floor and then you wrap. And you just have to like reconnect that core. That's really all it is. And it takes time and it takes practice. So what you should not be doing if you're suffering from diastasis recti is abdominal crunches, planks, like bicycle crunches. Literally the only core workout you should be doing is practicing reconnecting. And you can do that laying down. You can do it all throughout your day. You can do it sitting up. So if you're doing a workout program and it's like calling to do abs, just hold off on the abs and sit there, lay there, and reconnect and just focus on your breathing and reconnecting those abdominal muscles. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Again, I go into greater detail in my ebook for you. So if that's something you're interested in, the link, I will post the link below for you. But tomorrow, I'm just going to go into more detail about how to incorporate that deep core connection while you're exercising, and a little bit about nutrition and how that's helpful for eliminating that pooch too. So go practice your breathing today. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.